She joined Toastmasters in November of 2020. She has been working in the data science field for 20 years. During the these past 20 years, she's had various positions in 6 companies. Recently, she read a book titled The First 90 Days. It was written by Michael Watkins, and she got deeply inspired. Today, she wants to share with you some of the learnings from this book. Let's all welcome Toastmasters Ying.
Good morning, Toastmasters.
Good morning.
Good morning. Who has never changed jobs in your whole life? No one has. In my 20 years career, I've worked for 6 companies and changed various roles within the companies. Some of the changes are due to the relocation of my husband's jobs, and some of the changes are because I want to seek new opportunities. For every job, the first few days are usually challenging. Every time you start a job, you have to get to know the new environment, the new skills and knowledge, and adapt to the new company and team culture. Recently, I have read a book called The First 90 Days. It is written by Michael Watkins, and I learned some great tactics and strategies from this book, and I want to share with you some of my learnings from this book. First, prepare yourself. It means taking a mental break from your old job and start to take charge in a new job. The biggest pitfall is believing that you will be successful in a new job by continue doing what you did in your previous job. I have been in data science field for 20 years, and none of my jobs have exactly the same tasks. For example, when I started my job at Disney, I think I can do exactly the same jobs that I did in my previous job, that is predictive modeling. However, my new job needs me to focus on market research. I still did some predictive models, but they are not what my clients wanted, and they never got implemented. Another example, when I started working at a manufacturing company, during the interview, I learned that they wanted a new forecasting model badly, because their current models continuously underperform. To prepare myself for the new job, I did research in various forecasting models and learned some classes of forecasting methods. When I started my new job, I was able to build robust forecast models within the first 90 days. Besides preparing yourself with abundant skills and knowledge, it is also essential to be able to adapt to the new culture of your company. When I started my job at Disney, I got a culture shock. I was born in China and was not familiar with Disney parks and Disney movies. When people talked about Star Wars and Mission Space, I had no idea what they were talking about. I decided to learn more about them. At that time, my kids were still young, so I took them to the parks over the weekends. While my kids enjoyed the parks, I learned more about Disney products. I also bought a lot of Disney movie DVDs and watched them with my kids. The second strategy for the first 90 days is building a relationship with your boss. There are several do's and don'ts concerning about building a relationship with your boss. First, don't stay away. If your boss does not reach out to you, you want to be proactive and reach out to your boss. It's 100% responsibility for the relationship to work. For example, schedule one-on-one meeting with them and let her know the 3 most important things you are working on and on which you need help from her. Don't surprise your boss. The worst scenario will be that your boss learned the problems from other Don't approach your boss just with the problems. Provide timeline and effort provide timeline and effort to generate solutions. The third strategy for the first 90 days is building alliances. If you want to succeed in a new role, it's very important that you get support from people on which you don't have direct authority. Building alliances, both internal and external, are necessary if you want to achieve your goals. For example, I have an analytics role, and it's very important that I know who are the key stakeholders, so I can influence them and let them accept my recommendations. Fortunately, whenever I start a job, my boss usually connect me to the key stakeholders and provide the key stakeholders and plan meet and great meetings with them. It is a good opportunity to connect with them and learn their roles and know how I would interact with them in the future. It is also important to build alliances within the team. When I started a new job, I usually work with my coworkers closely and learn what they were doing, because my boss may not know exact details of my coworkers' work. I also share my knowledge and skills with my coworkers, so we can work together and achieve goal at the team level. The first 90 days are usually tough. Research and practice has proven that we could dramatically accelerate our transition into our new roles. By applying the right strategies and tactics, you will create momentum that will propel you to an even greater success. Thank you.
Yeah.